you staring out the window at the passing cars, trying to find a hiding place beneath the faded stars. You've been carrying a chaos that was never yours to hold, a heavy biting winter making all your summers cold. I try to be your shelter, try to be your solid ground, but I was just another voice inside a crowded sound. You're a bird with broken feathers in a cage you didn't choose, and I love you far too much to watch you constantly lose. So I'm unlocking the door and I'm stepping to the side, ending all the quiet tears we always tried to hide. It breaks my heart to pieces just to watch you fly away, but it's the only gift I have left to give today. Oh, I hope you find your haven out there in the dark, a place to heal the bruises and protect your fragile spark. I hope you find a harbor where the waters aren't so rough, where you don't have to prove that you are finally enough. I couldn't be the anchor that could keep your spirit still, but I love you from the valley as you cross over the hill. Yeah, my heart is breaking open as I let go of your hand, but I hope you find your haven in a safer, softer land. I'm packing up the blankets where you used to hide your face when the panic took the rhythm of your breathing out of pace. I won't call your phone to check if you are warm or if you're fed. I'll leave the quiet wishes on the corner of the bed. You spent so long just running from the monsters in your past that you forgot how beautiful the morning looks at last. I hope the air is lighter wherever you lay down, miles and miles away from the damage of this town. Maybe in a year or two our paths will cross again, when the storm is finally settled and the wounds begin to mend. But if you find your peace and you decide to never turn, I'll bless the very ashes of the bridges that we burned, because saving you was something that I never could achieve. The only way to help you was to let you up and leave. But I love you from the valley as you cross over the hill. Yeah, my heart is breaking open as I let go of your hand, but I hope you find your haven in a safer, softer land. The horizon is wide, the sky is turning blue. I'm sending all my quiet prayers out into the view. Be safe, my love, find where you belong. I'll stay behind and finish I bought a plane ticket out to the coast, trying to outrun your beautiful ghost. Now there's 2,000 miles of concrete and clay between the apartment and where you still lay. I look at the map on my cracked telephone and look at the grid of this city alone. The area code on my screen is a wall that keeps me from making that desperate call. They say that the miles make the memory blur, like a watercolor picture of the way that we were. But the further I travel, the closer you feel, and the phantom limb pain is the only thing real. Oh, I'm loving you from a distance tonight, watching your world running out of my sight. You're a star in the sky that I never can touch, a beautiful habit that cost me too much. I'm keeping my hands in my pockets so I don't reach for a shadow and start asking why. It's a quiet baseline, it's a heavy resistance, this tragic design of just loving you from a distance. I know what you're doing at 7 o'clock. You're unlocking the door at the end of the block. You're pouring the wine, turning the page, living your life on a different stage. And I am a stranger across the great sea, who knows every secret you hid under key. It's a sophisticated torture to know you so well, while trapped in the silence of my own private hell. Should I pull down the borders and pack up my pride and run back to the storm that we buried inside? No, the map doesn't lie and the highway is clear. We were toxic up close, we were dangerous near. So I stay on my side of the mountain divide, with a broken-hearted love that I'm forced to hide. Design of just loving you from a distance. 2 different time zones, 2 different skies, and a permanent sorrow behind my own eyes. I'm turning the light off, I'm closing the door, leaving my heart on this faraway floor. Loving you from a distance, across the great divide. I can see the brake lights flashing from a mile away, reflecting off the asphalt in a sickly shade of gray. We entered into the intersection right at 10:30, and I knew we'd never be those innocent kids again. Your hand is on the dashboard, your eyes are wide with fright, as the headlights of our history cut through There's no traction left beneath us. The tires have lost their grip, and we are powerless to stop the slide of this sinking ship. It's a specialized kind of horror when you see the impact start, the prolonged agonizing fracturing of everything in the heart. I watch the windshield glass begin to spider web and crack, and there isn't any rearview mirror that can take us back. The metal starts to crumple in a quiet bending scream as the bumper crushes down upon our favorite summer dream. We have all the time in the universe to watch the metal twist, staring at the exact microsecond that we cease to exist. And we're trapped inside a slow motion crash tonight, watching the violent expiration of our beautiful life. Every single second feels like 20,000 years as the dashboard cabin fills up with our final biting tears. There is no airbag big enough to save us from the blow, no emergency brake to stop the layout of the woe. It's a beautiful destruction, a spectacular smash, bleeding at the wheel in a slow motion crash. I can reach across the console and touch your trembling sleeve before the gravity of the momentum forces us to leave. You're suspended in the air between the seatbelt and the glass, waiting for the brutal certainty of reality to pass. We had so many warnings, so many signs along the road telling us the bridge was out and heavy with the load, but we kept the cruise control locked on 100 in choice, and now the only sound remaining is the cracking of your voice. Yeah, we're trapped inside a slow motion crash tonight, watching the violent expiration of our beautiful life. Every single second feels like 20,000 years as the dashboard cabin fills up with our final biting tears. There is no airbag big enough to save us from the blow, no emergency brake to stop the layout of the woe. It's a beautiful destruction, a spectacular smash, bleeding at the wheel in a slow motion crash. If the impact took a second, it would be an easier death, but we're forced to watch the splinters take away our every breath, an inch by inch dismantling of the fortress that we made, watching how the colors of our empire start to fade. Look at us trapped in slow motion crash tonight, watching the absolute wreckage of our beautiful life. Every single second feels like 20,000 years as the dashboard cabin fills up with our final biting tears. There is no airbag big enough to save us from the blow, no emergency brake to stop the layout of the woe. It's a beautiful destruction, a spectacular smash, bleeding at the wheel in a slow motion crash. Smoke is rising from the hood. The wheels are spinning still. The silence settles heavy on the wreckage of the hill. We survived the impact barely, but the damage is complete. Staring at the twisted steel on a cold and lonely street. The slow motion crash. I kept your favorite coffee mug exactly where it stood. I left your winter coat hanging on the polished wood. For 10 long months I lived inside a curated museum, chasing down your shadows just to see if I could see them. The dust is getting heavy on the promises you made, and the outline of your memory is starting to fade. I'm tired of the haunting, tired of the midnight fright, of sleeping with a phantom in the middle of the night. I've been holding on to strings that have already unraveled, walking down a dead end road that we should have never traveled. But a house can't be a home when it's occupied by air, and I'm ready to acknowledge that your shadow isn't there. Oh, I'm surrendering your ghost tonight. I'm packing up the haunting and I'm turning on the light. I'm opening the windows, letting out the cold despair, and blowing the remaining scent of you right out the air. It hurts to let the columns fall, it hurts to set you free, but I can't keep a dead love on a life supporting me. I'm giving up the warfare, I'm stepping off the coast. Yeah, I'm finally surrendering your ghost. I took the picture frames down from the hallway wall, the ones where we were laughing back before the autumn fall. I wrapped them up in paper, put them gently in a box, right next to all the history we ran into the rocks. My hands were shaking badly, but I didn't shed a tear. It's a different kind of sadness when the fog begins to clear. It's the quiet, sober medicine of looking at the truth and letting go of everything I sacrificed in youth. Go haunt someone else's dreams, go live in someone's head, go be the bittersweetness in a stranger's unmade bed. Because I need my sanctuary back inside my chest. I need a little silence so my heavy heart can rest. You don't live here anymore, the tenancy is done. I'm stepping out of darkness and I'm walking to the sun. I'm I'm stepping off the coast. Yeah, I'm finally surrendering your ghost. The room is feeling bigger now. The corners look so clean. The space is finally empty where your shadow used to lean. A long deep breath of honest air. The floorboard ceased to shake. This is the beautiful beginning of the choice I had to make. Surrendering your ghost and finding myself again. I kept us tied to the dock while the hurricane blew. Nearly capsized the deck just to hold on to you. I thought if I held the line tight to the cleat, I could stop the horizon from forcing retreat. But the wood is all splintered, the rope's frayed and thin, and the salt water's rusted the iron within. I've been standing on deck with my boots full of lead, drowning on dry land from words left unsaid. We were meant for the open, the wild and the blue, but I dragged you down where the weeds overgrew. There's no maritime law that can force us to stay when the bottom is mud and we're drifting away. Oh, I'm releasing the anchor tonight, letting it sink out of mind, out of sight. It's heavy, it's cold, and it's pulling us down to the quietest depths where the dreamers all drown. I'm cutting the chain, I'm resetting the sail, even if it means I'm alone in the gale. It's a beautiful way that I wanted the most, but I'm releasing the anchor and leaving the coast. I look over the bow where the dark waters gleam, at the shimmering ghost of a beautiful dream. You were meant to be current, you were meant to be tide, not a stationary vessel stuck by my side. Every link that we forged was a promise too strict, a self-made disaster we chose to inflict. Now the chain is unwinding, it's screaming through rust, turning our sanctuary into sea dust. Let the deep water take it, the metal and stone, the burdens we carried when we felt alone. It's a terrifying freedom to watch the rope fly and know that the bottom is waving goodbye. But the ship is finally lighter, the hull's rising high, against the dark canvas of a stormy July. Yeah, I'm releasing the anchor tonight, letting it sink out of mind, out of sight. It's heavy, it's cold, and it's pulling us down to the quietest depths where the dreamers all drown. I'm cutting the chain, I'm resetting the sail, even if it means I'm alone in the gale. It's a beautiful weight that I wanted the most, but I'm releasing the anchor and leaving the coast. The chain has run out, the bubbles arise, as a lifetime of longing dissolves in my eyes. The ship gives a shudder, and then we move on, carried away by the chill of the dawn, releasing the anchor and riding the wave. I'm sitting on the hood of my car in the freezing desert air, looking at the telescope we used to always share. The sky is like a velvet coat that's missing half its gold, a quiet presentation of a winter turning cold. I found the old coordinates we wrote down in the log before our constellation got tangled in the fog. I'm watching for a flicker, a single sign of grace in the terrifying vacancy of outer empty space. Scientists will tell you that a star doesn't just drop, it doesn't have a sudden scream or a catastrophic stop. It's a slow systemic draining of the hydrogen inside, a quiet losing battle against the gravity and pride. The core begins to collapse under its own heavy weight, while the outer edges burn away to meet a bitter fate. That's exactly how we looked when the core began to shake, a brilliant blinding fiction right before the final break. And that's the anatomy of a falling star tonight, the beautiful agonizing death of a magnificent light. It looks like a miracle when it streaks across the sky, but it's just a lonely piece of rock that's learning how to die. We called it a wish, we called it a spark, but it's just a heavy burden on a journey to the dark, a spectacular disaster that you can't quite replace. Staring at the anatomy of our fall from grace. I remember when you shone so bright, it hurt my open eyes, an incandescent empire that ruled the midnight skies. We thought our fusion reaction was built to stand the freeze, never thinking we could ever be brought down to our knees. But we used up all our fuel just trying to keep the heat, and the structural instability suffered a defeat. Now the light that I am looking at is thousands of years old, a ghost of the devotion that has officially gone cold. Yeah, that's the anatomy of a falling star tonight. The beautiful agonizing death of a magnificent light. It looks like a miracle when it streaks across the sky, but it's just a lonely piece of rock that's learning how to die. We called it a wish, we called it a spark, but it's just a heavy burden on a journey to the dark. A spectacular disaster that you can't quite replace. Staring at the anatomy of our fall from grace. You don't feel the impact until it hits the ground, leaving a giant crater where no flowers can be found. A smoking piece of iron in a cold and lonely trench, the final destination of a passion we couldn't quench. Oh, look at the anatomy of our fallen star tonight, watching the absolute expiration of our beautiful light. It looks like a miracle when it streaks across the sky, but it's just a lonely piece of rock that's learning how to die. We called it a wish, we called it a spark, but it's just a heavy burden on a journey to the dark. A spectacular disaster that you can't quite replace. Staring at the anatomy of our fall from grace. The sky is completely dark now, the streak of light is gone. The telescope is fogging up as we head into the dawn. Nothing left to wish on, the universe is white, just the cold anatomy of the night. Our empire died. The anatomy of a falling star. Goodbye. Goodbye. I kept leaning on your shoulder till my own spine grew weak. Forgot the sound of my own voice when I allowed you to speak. For years I was a shadow, trailing 2 steps behind, living in the structural design of your mind. Now the closet is half empty and the bed is too wide, and I'm forced to face the monsters that I used to hide inside. My knees are shaking badly as I step onto the floor, staring at the terrifying freedom of an open door. I forgot how to balance time to face the freezing of this solitary dawn. I'm learning to stand alone tonight. I'm clenching my fist, stepping into the light. I'm finding my footing on this fractured, rocky ground, learning how to listen to a quiet, lonely sound. It hurts to find the center when the axis has been blown, and build a brand new kingdom out of salvaged brick and stone. The wind is blowing heavy, but the weakness is gone. Yeah, tonight is the night. I'm learning to stand alone. I went out to the grocery store and bought food just for one. A tiny sober victory underneath the setting sun. I didn't check the rearview mirror looking for your face, or try to find a shortcut back to our old favorite place. It's the small quiet moments where the healing has to start, rebuilding the architecture of a broken-hearted heart. I am more than just the casualty of a love that didn't last. I'm the architect of a future that is stepping from the past. I used to think that independence meant I had to be cold, to build up giant fortress walls that no one else could hold. But now I see it's simply holding up my own heavy sky without needing a shoulder. Every time I start to cry, I am my own sanctuary. I am my own home, and there is a quiet beauty in the spaces where I roam. Yeah, I'm learning to stand alone tonight. I'm clenching my fist, stepping into the light. I'm finding my footing on this fractured, rocky ground, learning how to listen to a quiet, lonely sound. It hurts to find the center when the axis has been blown, and build a brand new kingdom out of salvaged brick and stone. The wind is blowing heavy, but the weakness is gone. Yeah, tonight is the night. I'm learning to stand alone. My spine is straightening up now. My chest is feeling light as I look into the canvas of a deep and peaceful night. No hand to hold on to, no shadow on the wall, just a baseline certainty that I am through the fall. Learning to stand alone and realizing I can. I see you standing by the hallway door. Your car is running up beside the gate. You look at me and look down at the floor, like you're just waiting for the stroke of fate. I feel the static rising in my throat, 1,000 things I desperately need to say, to burn the ending of this tragic note and keep your fragile steps from walking away. But the thoughts get tangled up inside my teeth, suffocating everything that hides underneath. I open up my mouth to scream your name, but the silence seals our definitive frame. And they are unspoken, paralyzed words unspoken word. Your shadow moves across the living room wall. You reach your hand out for the metal key, the longest second before the heavy fall of everything that used to be you and me. My vocal cords are straining at the leash, begging for the strength to just make a sound, to stop the bleeding and to broker peace before our entire kingdom hits the ground. But the thoughts get tangled up inside my teeth, suffocating everything that hides underneath. I open up my mouth to scream your name, but the silence seals our definitive frame. And the unspoken paralyzed words in my chest, locked inside the place where your head used to rest. Heavy like a stone, frozen like the ice, paying up the ultimate heartbreaking price. I wanna plead, I wanna make you stay, but the syllables just crumble into gray. A quiet execution that nobody ever heard, trapped inside the prison of an unspoken word. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry for the fights. I wanted to ask you for a few more lonely nights. I wanted to scream that I still love you the most, but my lungs turned to ash, talking to a ghost. The door clicks shut and the engine starts to roar, while the definitions die right on the floor. Cause there are unspoken paralyzed words in my chest, locked inside the place where your head used to rest. Heavy like a stone, frozen like the ice, paying up the ultimate heartbreaking price. I wanna plead, I wanna make you stay, but the syllables just crumble into gray. A quiet execution that nobody ever heard, trapped inside the prison of an unspoken word. The car pulls out, the house is still. I try to speak your name, I guess I never will. A heavy breath that breaks too late, just unspoken paralyzed words to seal my lonely fate. We built up these walls out of whispers and stone, and painted the room so we never feel alone. I thought we were standing on solid ground, but the floorboards are shifting without a sound. Every promise you made was a brick in the wall, but they were too light and they started to fall. I didn't see the cracks creeping under our feet while we danced in the kitchen to a fading beat. Cause we were building on hollow foundations, living on hope and sweet expectations. We drew up the blueprints but left out the heart. No wonder the structure is falling apart. One little storm and it all gives away, leaving us standing in the rubble today. Yeah, we built it high, but we built it wrong, on a hollow foundation all alone. The pictures are tilting, the plaster is thin. I can feel the cold winter air rushing in. You're packing your things in the shadow and gloom of a house that was never a home, just a room. We spent so much time trying to fix up the roof, but a beautiful lie couldn't hide the sad truth. The baseline was weak and the soil was dry, and you can't build it forever on a half-hearted goodbye. 'Cause we were building on hollow foundations, living on hope and sweet expectations. We drew up the blueprints but left out the heart. No wonder the structure's falling apart. One little storm and it all gives way, leaving us standing in the rubble today. Yeah, we built it high, but we built it wrong, on a hollow foundation all along. You can shore up the pillars and patch up the wood and tell yourself everything's working out good, but a house made of cards only lasts for a day before the first breath blows it all away. Oh, we were building on hollow foundations, blinded by love and our own decorations. We drew up the blueprints but left out the heart, and watched as the drywall just tore us apart. The ground gave out underneath our own weight, and we realized the truth just a little too late. Yeah, we built it high, but we built it wrong, on a hollow foundation all along. Just a hollow foundation, and it's all coming down. Nothing left in this town, just the dust and the storm. And I'm standing alone on a hollow foundation. I saw you staring out the window at the passing cars, trying to find a hiding place beneath the faded stars. You've been carrying a chaos that was never yours to hold, a heavy biting winter making all your summers cold. I tried to be a shelter, tried to be your solid ground, but I was just another voice inside a crowded sound. You're a bird with broken feathers in a cage you didn't choose, and I love you far too much to watch you constantly lose. So I'm unlocking the door and I'm stepping to the side, ending all the quiet tears we always tried to hide. It breaks my heart to pieces just to watch you fly away, but it's the only gift I have left to give today. Oh, I hope you find your haven out there in the dark, a place to heal the bruises and protect your fragile spark. I hope you find a harbor where the waters aren't so rough, where you don't have to prove that you are finally enough. I couldn't be the anchor that could keep your spirit still, but I'll love you from the valley as you cross over the hill. Yeah, my heart is breaking open as I let go of your hand, but I hope you find your haven in a safer, softer land. I'm packing up the blankets where you used to hide your face, when the panic took the rhythm of your breathing out of pace. I won't call your phone to check if you are warm or if you're fed. I'll leave the quiet wishes on the corner of the bet you spent so long just running from the monsters in your past that you forgot how beautiful the morning looks at last. I hope the air is lighter wherever you lay down, miles and miles away from the damage of this town. Maybe in a year or two our paths will cross again, when the storm is finally settled and the wounds begin to mend. But if you find your peace and you decide to never turn, I'll bless the very ashes of the bridges that we burned, because saving you was something that I never could achieve. The only way to help you was to let you up and leave. Yeah, I hope you find your haven out there in the dark, a place to heal the bruises and protect your fragile spark. I hope you find a harbor where the waters aren't so rough, where you don't have to prove that you are finally enough. I couldn't be the anchor that could keep your spirit still, but I love you from the valley as you cross over the hill. Yeah, my heart is breaking open as I let go of your hand, but I hope you find your haven in a safer, softer land. The horizon is white, the sky is turning blue. I'm sending all my quiet prayers out into the view. Be safe, my love, find where you belong. I'll stay behind and finish writing our broken-hearted song. I hope you find your haven